Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is another edition of my podcast. My name is Bobby Chiu, and thanks for tuning in. So it's been a while since my last one, but things happen in between, right? So I try to get to these as often as I can, but these days there's always something pulling me one way or the other. I did want to make this podcast before I went to Dallas. Why am I going to Dallas? Well, it's because this amazing site called conceptart.org is holding this incredible workshop there. They hold this workshop every once in a while, and they hold it in a different place in the world. Not just in North America, but in the world. These guys are completely, intercontinental. Anyways, it's a gathering of amazing professionals and students and hobbyists and every kind of person that loves art, loves concept art, and they gather for 3 or 4 days, 4 days, and party and learn and meet and all sorts of great stuff. There's even employers that come to check out people's portfolios and give them feedback. So if you missed this one, definitely go to the next one. And if you are going to this one, I'll be a part of 3 programs there, and one is I'm going to be doing a digital painting workshop and sharing my techniques and doing a demo of painting a creature from scratch. And then KS, Dara, and I are going to be joining in on this sketch jam where we're going to be sketching, and you're going to be able to see the paintings come to life on the screens and everything. There's going to be a whole bunch of us, and it's going to be this great, fun sketch jam where we're sketching creatures, monsters, people, and then there's one more discussion where it's going to be me and a bunch of other freelance illustrators, and we're going to be talking about our philosophies and methodologies in illustration and freelancing and dealing with clients and how to survive and how to be an independent artist. Really good stuff where everybody can ask questions and it's great Q&A. Anyways, lots of stuff to talk about. We're in France the other month in February, Kay and I, and amazing time. We go there every year for this beautiful festival in a little town called Angoulême, and it's a comic book festival, and we attend there and meet and greet and sign books and drink wine and eat great food and all that good stuff. So definitely recommended to anybody that does this independent thing just like I do. Okay, so and while I was there, I went by this campaign. I don't know if this campaign was to benefit some sort of disease or if it was political. I have no idea because I don't speak French. But the whole entire thing was there's all these people gathered. And I was looking at them and I was thinking, wow, I wonder how many people, if this was a disease, cancer or whatever it was, if it was cancer or something like that, I wonder how many of these people here that showed up, that are participating in this event, has actually been affected by cancer, or their friends or their family members. I started to think, well, yeah, it's probably a lot. There's still maybe some that just come out because it's a good cause and they're great people, and the other people are great too. But most of the time, it's because something affects us first before we change and we do something. And that, to me, is like, it's not as proactive as we can be. And this doesn't just relate to, doing things for charity, but it relates to how you live your life. Do you wait for things to happen before you react and you change and you make it better? Or can you be one of those people that are proactive and they start things because that's what they want to do, that's what they feel is right, that's the direction that they want to go, and they're not going to wait for anything to happen to them before they get off their butts and they actually start doing things. I kept thinking about this. I kept thinking, well, I would really like to do something that would be nice and, for a purpose, and don't wait until I'm being affected by anything before I get up and do something myself. Now, I'm a busy person too, and just like many of you that are listening right now, and lots of things to do. And what can I do? What can I do? Well, so I started thinking about my hair, basically. I have long hair, and I started growing this hair when I just first went independent, because it was kind of like a message. It was kind of like a statement, and this doesn't really pertain to us so much as artists, but it pertains to many of those that wear a suit and tie to work and things like that, where it might not be looked at as a very proper thing for a man to have very long hair. So that was kind of my way of kind of saying, well, you know what? I'm taking this independent thing very seriously. I'm gonna become this independent artist, and I don't need to listen to no one, and that's why I'm gonna grow my hair out and be completely rebellious. The other plan I had was that I would grow this hair out super, super long, like one of those martial arts crazy kung fu master films where the guy has the hair down super, super long. And then what I would do is I would cut off all my hair, I'm making it into a wig, and then I'm going to wear this wig. And then when I'm 70, 100 years old, when people come by and they ask me, hey, is that your real hair? I'll say, heck yeah, it is. Anyways, another part of that was that through my independence, now I'm going to do all the things that I wanted to do, but couldn't, or felt like I couldn't, when I was, not independent. And then I started to think about when I was a child. What were all my most favorite haircuts that I always wanted to have when I was a child, but my mom or my dad wouldn't let me? So I started to think, okay, I'm going to start off with the samurai. And then I would go from the samurai to the Bruce Lee haircut to the, big afro haircut, and even at a point I was thinking about the kickboxer haircut from that Van Damme movie, Kickboxer, where the bad guy only had this super long ponytail, but didn't have any hair on the rest of his head, just a little square in the back. And I figured that, yeah, I would live my dreams of what I wanted as a kid, and that's gonna fulfill my life somehow. Now that I've grown my hair out quite a bit, it's still not samurai length, but it's past my shoulders and everything. Um, it's cool and all, but I don't know if I still want to do all those other haircuts. Maybe at some other time. Who knows? Never say never, right? But uh, I was thinking in France, I was thinking, well, you know what? What can I do to help out the world, basically? Add a little deposit in my karma bank, so to speak. So I started thinking about my hair. And I started thinking, well, I'm going to see what it takes to donate my hair for cancer. I'm growing hair anyways. And this solves a bunch of problems. One of the problems is that I don't have a lot of time to do charity work. I know, I could always push for or harder, and and stay up even longer and things like that, but um, it would be very hard for me. And I figured, since I'm growing hair anyways, I'm not even trying to grow hair, it just grows. Why don't I use my hair and donate it to cancer? Not for any reason except for the fact that, I'm growing this hair anyways. I might as well, donate it to a good cause. And the only reason I'm saying this is that hopefully, even just one of you out there that are listening to this, hear this, and think about your own ways to contribute to the world in a positive way, So those are my intentions. Hopefully, this will affect one or two of you out there in the same way and start to do things that you're only doing because you feel that it's the right thing to do. That's something that you want to do. And you are not going to wait for something to affect you before you end up doing this. And the other good part about this is that when you do good things, because I'm a person that believes in karma, you're adding to the karma bank. You're depositing a little bit of good karma into your karma bank, and that'll come back to you eventually. And if everybody does this, what a great time to start doing things like this when the economy is so, crappy and everything, and things aren't going well. What if we all just pitched in together and, did a little something good, something that might not take very much time or effort out of your part at all, but just going out there and thinking about something good to do. It could be smiling at the person that you don't ever smile at. It could be talking with the person that never has anybody to talk with. Or it can be running a marathon. It could be growing your hair just like me. So after the Dallas trip, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut my hair and I'm going to donate it to cancer. And this is actually very easy to do. I don't know about other places, but there's many just hair salons in where I live, Toronto, Canada, where they will, you just have to ask them. But of course, you don't always have to cut your hair, and it's not like you have to do anything for someone else. You could do something for yourself to better your life, because there's so many people that constantly say every day, "Oh yeah, I should do this, I should do that," and they really should, right? But then they don't. So help yourself as well. That counts as well, okay? And yeah, let's just try and do things that help each other. I think the whole entire world would be a much better place. Of course, it would be a much better place if everybody started helping each other out. And hopefully you will spread the message along if you agree with this. If you don't, then fine. That's cool too. But some of this kind of thinking, much of this kind of thinking, is what started subway sketching. Subway sketching wasn't started to, because I go subway sketching with a group of people every week and teach them how to draw and things like that. But it wasn't started for that purpose. It started to go out and paint and draw something for ourselves at least once a week, where it's not a part of our work. It's not a part of a school assignment. It's for yourself. It's for your own art, right? And there's power in numbers. So then it became a group, and then people want to learn from me, and so I tell them come subway sketching, and so on and so forth. And that was the main purpose. It wasn't some sort of novelty thing where, oh, let's go meet Bobby Chiu. No, let's go and sketch for ourselves this weekend with this group. That's how it should be. And the Subway Sketch Group, it's going on strong. But to tell you the truth, I haven't been there for the last 2 weeks, and it hasn't been as often as I'd like to attend the Subway Sketch Group, but I made sure that it's still going on. Okay, so if you go there, somebody from Imaginism Studios is going to be there. Usually it's my buddy T. He's a great artist, teaches at Sheridan College, life drawing, third year for the animation students there, and offer free help, advice, how to draw, things like that. So even if you go and you don't see me there, remember that that's not the purpose. You want to be there to draw for yourself, to improve, and to also, definitely, you can meet people and things like that and share tips. But that's what it's for. So if you think about it, many people, they'll send me emails. How do I start my own sketch group? How do I start my own Subway sketch group? Well, it starts off with you. Just go. Grab a friend. If you can get a friend, grab a friend to go along with you. And if you're strong and you go every week, Then you can start to invite other people to come. The main thing is that if you want to start a sketch group anywhere, it doesn't matter in the subway or whatever, you have to have that core group of members, or at least that one member that will go every week, even if nobody shows up. That's how it started for me. Many times it'd just be myself or myself and Kay or my buddy Jesse, my old roommate Jesse. We would just go by ourselves. It was just the two of us. We called it the Subway Sketch Group, and now it's grown. Now it's grown to a real sketch group where there's tons of people every week. So if you're in Toronto, come on down. It's gonna go on even when I'm in Dallas. And what I'd like to do is later on, I'd probably start this in the summer, but I want to start another sketch group, right? And this would fall on a different day, and we would go to the zoo and sketch and draw and study and so on and so forth. I think that would be an awesome thing to do, and that's something that I want to do for a while now. But it's just because so many things are going on, it made it hard. And so this is my plan. Okay, this is my plan. That I started the Subway Sketch Group, and now it's doing fine without me as well. And I can go and visit. I can do my little appearances here and there. And I would start a new sketch group, a new fun activity for people to do. It's just free, it's just meant for people to gather together and do good things and learn art and so on and so forth. And we would do things like go to the zoo. I'm not sure exactly what it'll be, but I'll post it on my blog or my website. And, once that group starts going, then start another group. And somebody will take over that old group, and so on and so forth. Until everybody is in charge of their own groups, so that anybody from any time, can just take a look to see what's out there right now that they can participate in. And there'll always be this fun activity that they can go out and do and improve themselves and draw for themselves and so on and so forth. So hopefully that's the plan. That's the plan. Right? So hopefully later on there'll be tons and tons of fun, free activities that people can do. Of course, it's not completely free. You have to pay your admission and stuff for the zoo or wherever you're going. But you could do free stuff as well, like going to a park. Anyways, hopefully this will spread as well. Not just in Toronto, but wherever you are listening from right now. You can go out and do these things. This is directly related with the whole entire haircutting thing. Doing something with very little reason that initiated this, except for the fact that you think that it's right, something right to do. These kind of things is what really will make a successful independent artist. That's what I feel anyways. Okay? That's what worked for me. So whatever works for me, these are the kinds of things I like to share with other people. So anyhow, I hope to see some of you in Dallas, Texas, for the conceptart.org workshop. If not, maybe the next workshop. Okay, but get yourselves out there. Get yourselves out there and do something. Do something positive. And the last thing I want to say is to all of you out there that are students in school, panicking because of the economy, worried about this and that, and you're graduating this year, don't worry too much, really, because there's always something going on. There's always something going on that's going to make you feel like, oh no, this is happening. No, that's happening. Stay strong, stay creative. My buddy Steven Silver told me, gave me this great quote. I forget who it's from, but it really sunk in with me, and that is to stop competing and concentrate on being creative. Don't concentrate on competing so much. And through being creative, that's how you'll rise to the top. Okay, so this is Bobby Chiu signing off. Thank you very much for listening to my podcast, and hope you have a great day.